talk about attrition, and I don't really only just want to talk about that number because, as I said in my introduction, and as you confirmed, this is an industry-wide phenomenon. I think Accenture's, attrition rate in the fourth quarter of their August-ended year was 19%. So, and I'm sure you're still at the lower end of what your peers in India are, but it is still a over 300 basis point jump in the period of a quarter. So I want to understand how you're looking at it. I know you've increased hiring beyond what was expected to happen in the first half, and therefore your overall hiring for the full year will be more than earlier estimated. I think you're looking at maybe 78,000 in FY22 versus an earlier estimation of about between 40 to 45,000, if I understand correctly. Talk me through what this talent problem is. Is it a problem? Is there an opportunity to it in any fashion? How it plays into your costs and margins? And when do you think it might resolve itself, let's say, over the next few quarters?
So, Enka, when we started speaking about this, the demand environment about a year back, right? And we were counter industry narrative in that, and we called out the strong demand environment that we're seeing in the future. We backed it up by increasing our campus hiring. And we also, so what we've done is, while we said 45,000, we onboarded those 45,000 people in the first half itself, which gives us the space to onboard more to the second half of the year. So we have taken a very structured approach to that capacity addition in line with our own expectation of demand. We also significantly increased our internal training. And we were the ones who went out and said in the pandemic that we are not going to retrench anybody because we believe that this is a passing phase and these are the people that need to be trained and retained as we go forward. So very strong doubling down on our internal talent, retention of the talent, investment into it, and then very strong hiring on the campus side. These were all in anticipation of the demand. Parts of the industry did not participate in that, and therefore there is this significant crunch that you're currently seeing, that everybody is trying to scramble to meet the demand that is there. So coming to your point as to how long this will last, probably it will last a few more quarters till the individual supply chains at each of these levels stabilize with the more longer term hiring. Till then, this extreme lateral movement will continue. But I would think that by the time we get into the middle of next year, Q1, Q2, bulk of this would be behind us and we would be in a more stable but elevated attrition. See, we are currently at about 11.5 on an LTM basis. We have been at 12, 13 and we have had a peak of 16 in the past. So in a high demand environment, 12, 13 is something that we have seen in the past also. That's not but the significant increase quarter on quarter, that will start tapering off in a couple of quarters.
Okay, so you're preparing us for maybe, and I understand it's a volatile situation, maybe a worse attrition number, but you're hopeful that it will ease in Q1, Q2. Really, how does this hurt your ability to maybe achieve the growth that you want to, because you just don't have enough people on your end? Again, I point out before you point out that it's not just a TCS phenomenon, it's an industry-wide phenomenon, but really you are the leading company in this business and therefore your opportunity to grow is dramatically more than any competitors, right?
So, Menaka, again, as I said, having spotted the demand opportunity early and invested into that capacity side, currently it is not yet impacting our growth momentum, the capacity crunch. But our bench is getting squeezed with the kind of attrition that we are seeing, and it is not a stable one. So we are offsetting that by this more, what you pointed out, the more aggressive campus hiring and also more tactical lateral hiring that we are going on. So currently it is not impacting our ability to meet the demand that is immediately with us or that we see. But this is something that we need to be very vigilant on and stay on top of it. And that's where that 75,000 comes in.